If you were to ask me over 3 years ago that one of my all-time favorite cartoon characters was a purple pony who thought that studying and reading books were the greatest thing in the world until she discovered the magic of friendship, and I said yes, you would probably laughed at me. But little did I realize that this pony would actually end up shaping my life for the better and help me in the future. That pony is Twilight Sparkle. Now, today marks the day in the show of the episode Sweet and Elite, where we found out that it was Twilight Sparkle's birthday. So a few people in the Brony community decided to take this up and talk about Twilight Sparkle. Now, you're looking at easily the biggest Twilight Sparkle fan in my family. So while I present fan art of my OC and Twilight that I asked people to make specifically for this video, as well as clips from the show, let's get cracking. When I first started watching Friendship is Magic, Twilight Sparkle was the first character that I immediately took an interest in. For a lot of bronies, including myself, the very first episode I saw was the pilot, Friendship is Magic. And that episode immediately drew me into Twilight Sparkle as a character. I've always liked the brainy beauties when it comes to characters. Prime example being Belle from the Disney version of Beauty and the Beast. And it's hard for characters like that to be written not as a Mary Sue like Princess Cadence. With Twilight Sparkle, I never saw that. And she's much more of a role model as the person we want to be, as opposed to the people that we encounter. And it's great to see that she's developed as the seasons have gone by. If it weren't for Twilight Sparkle, I wouldn't have given Friendship is Magic a chance. And it feels great to be invested in her and what she goes through. Why do I like Twilight Sparkle? Well, the main reason why is because I feel like I'm looking in a mirror whenever she's on screen. Because, like Twilight, I too was an antisocial bookworm during my elementary through high school years, due to the fact that I was heavily teased on a daily basis as a kid. But during all that, I didn't care what they said or did to me, as I felt safe and comfortable in my own little world with the things I loved doing. So when I discovered Friendship is Magic shortly after Season 3 had ended, by rewatching the show starting with Season 1, I was watching the way that Twilight Sparkle was portrayed, and I was like, wow, is this really how I was back then? And as the seasons have gone by, and as Twilight has developed, I feel like I've developed in the same way that she has. And it feels weird to say that, because I haven't really grown up with a character as well written as her, aside from Thomas the Tank Engine, since Thomas was a big influence on my life. And I can definitely say that Twilight Sparkle is my influence during my late teenage through adult years. Now, many of you will probably be saying that cartoon characters aren't that important since they're not real. But, if you look at these characters, as well as Twilight Sparkle, you can see how much she's developed from being an antisocial bookworm to becoming the Princess of Friendship. And that sometimes means going back to face your past head on. And no episode did that better than in Season 5's Amending Fences, where Twilight went back to Canterlot to rekindle her old friendships. Heck, we even got to see what would have happened if Twilight remained in the state she was originally in through her friend Moondancer. In fact, Twilight Sparkle is actually who I want to be in terms of my personality. I want to have friends like the ones that she has. I want to feel like I belong somewhere. I want to feel like I actually should exist. Now, like every character in MLP, Twilight Sparkle does have her flaws, and that's understandable. If you look at episodes like Season 2's Lesson 0, where she creates a friendship problem in order to write a friendship report to Princess Celestia. Or Season 5's The Hope Fields and the Cults, where she thinks that the friendship problem can be solved with a book. But if you ask me, having flaws isn't a bad thing, as you can then realize what does and doesn't work for you, as well as what you like and dislike about yourself. Because if you were a character with no flaws at all, you'd end up losing people's interest in your development. And it's so important that Twilight has developed with episodes like the Friendship is Magic pilot, or in the Equestria Girls Friendship Games movie, where she realizes that the fate of Equestria actually did depend on her making friends, and realizing that there was more to life than books or entering an independent study program. If you're flawed, that doesn't mean that it's the end of the world for you. And with Twilight Sparkle, it made her better, because she can develop further off of that, and that she has more to work with as this is made prominent in her future episodes. If you ask me, the episode that made me fully accept Twilight Sparkle as a character was Season 3's Magical Mystery Cure, as it took what she had been striving to do ever since the beginning and put it to the ultimate test, where she realized that her friends meant more to her than anything else in all of Equestria. That's the main reason why I love Twilight Sparkle in this episode, as it made her think about what she wanted to do, and I know from the bottom of my heart that she will make a great ruler of Equestria if Princess Celestia needed an heir to the throne. Twilight Sparkle has pretty much become my biggest inspiration. My inspiration to be a friend to all, and to be the best that I can be, because I look at Twilight, and I can see myself and how I've grown up and changed with her. She's made me look at things about myself, embrace my flaws, and see that it's not the end of the world if I'm flawed. And with it being her birthday, I can't thank her enough as a character. Getting to meet Tara Strong at BronyCon 2016 was truly an experience that I'll never forget. Especially when I got to thank her for everything that she's done with Twilight Sparkle, because not many characters have made as huge an impact on my life like Twilight has. And with it being a day to celebrate how far she's come, I think it's something truly amazing. That she's still developing, and that she can only go higher from here. Just like me.